Hello and welcome to this episode of the English Verbs series. Today we're looking at the verb open. So we'll run through the forms, then we'll look at the phonemic script and have some example sentences. So first of all, the orthography, the way these are written normally. We've got the infinitive to open. Past tense and past participle are the same, opened. Then the ing form, opening, and third person singular, opens. So here's the phonemic script. The first thing to notice is that this is in the basic form, a two-syllable verb, and the stress is on the first syllable, o. So the infinitive is open. Then we've got opened, opening with 3 syllables, and opens. Just to dig down into this a little bit more deeply then, in the basic form open, the ending is a n, which is a vibrated consonant, and the vibration, we want some resonance up inside the nose. So we've got the strong first syllable o, which because it's a double vowel needs to have some movement in the mouth, o, and then that pun with the n ending, so open. Now because that n is a voiced vibrated sound, when we make the ed form we must have a voiced ending, so that's why we've got this d. So that's why we pronounce opened with a n. A common mistake that people make when they're pronouncing English is that they think that we have to say ed at the end of these verbs. We never pronounce the ed as an ed. Depending on the actual word we're dealing with, it can be a d, a t, or an id, and here it's just the d. So opened. Then we've got our ing form with our final syllable ning. So putting that 3-syllable word together, it's o, per, ning, nice and quickly, opening. And then with our third person singular, similar to the ed form, because this is an ending, we have to have a voiced consonant there. So although we write it with an s, it's actually voiced, so it's a z sound that we're dealing with. So opens, opens. There should be a bit of vibration in the throat there. Okay, so now we've clarified the pronunciation, let's have a look at some example sentences. Past tense, first of all. He opened a new bank account last week. I opened my inbox as soon as I got into the office. So in both cases, it's just something that happened in the past. Past participle then. I have opened so much junk mail recently. Have you opened the window? It's gone cold. So what we've got here with the have, I have opened, recently means kind of up to now in time. And the question form, have you opened? We've got our auxiliary verb at the beginning of the sentence to help us to form a good question. Have you opened? So it has gone cold, or it's gone cold. We're talking about the result being right now, I'm cold and I want to know why. Was it because you opened the window in the past? But I can also ask, have you opened the window? And there we're focusing on like the result of the opening. So an ing, he seems to be opening up more these days. Would you mind opening this jar for me? So in the second example, we've got a very ordinary use of the meaning of the word opening, as in the opposite of closing. And in that first example, opening up, this means to communicate more freely, to be able to be more like yourself with people, to open up, to share your thoughts with people. Third person then. She never opens the emails I send her. He always opens the door for me at work. So as we see, this third person singular, it's one of those timeless tenses. She never opens the emails. This is just a habit we're talking about, not a specific point in time, just something that reoccurs. And he always opens the door for me at work. This isn't pointing to any particular time, just his general habit. This is what he does. So just to review then, we've got to open, opened, opened, opening, opens. So don't forget to like and subscribe if you found this useful, and check out the playlist. There are lots of other verbs that you can work through to really dig down and perfect your understanding of these words in English. Thanks very much for watching, and have a lovely day.